Hey you! Yeah, you! Are you tired of the shotgun meta? Do you want some nice mid-range, fast-shooting goodness, but don't want to waste that half-empty load for that crisp, full magazine? Well, have I got just the weapon for you. Welcome to a Sorta Guide to Helldivers 2. The Las-16 Sickle is basically the Liberator's overachieving little sister, but instead of majoring in ammo and efficiency, decided to get a PhD in quantum beaming instead. The Sickle is one of two assault rifles in the game that are tired of ignoring being brutally and horrifically outclassed by almost every goddamn shotgun on high difficulties, and instead use democratic might! The Sickle is one of the few heat-type weapons that don't eat up ammo like basement dwellers and Doritos, being able to use infinite ammo unless you've got the patience of the average For Honor player and don't let the gun cool down before the heat icon's full. But don't worry, even if you fully burn the mag for whatever reason, you can dump that brash failure of a heatsink in the garbage and put in another one. And with 6 spares, you either have to be constantly swarmed or literally unconscious to use 2 or 3 of them before your next resupply. Ammo economy is something this gun does really well. Speaking of things this gun does well, another thing is pad statting! This damn gun shoots so much you'll likely have 3 to 4 times the amount of shots fired than your teammates, and you'll probably still not even have close to the most kills. The Sickle beams through commas like nobody's business, but has to give some nice long eye contact with flirty stares to get the more uncommon enemies to go down. And for the poor souls trying to use this weapon on a splitter, I would pray for you if I was religious. And of course, being a primary in Helldivers means that this thing being good at ad clear means it's absolutely useless at killing medium and heavily armored enemies. But I just like dragging things out, so here's a chart of the high ends the Sickle's effective against. Something to note with Stalkers, they get Fallout to Red Ash treatment with no issue at all. However, the shots don't stagger at all, so at distance you just shoot them, blah, normal shit. But the moment they're close enough to rush you, I'd recommend a safe word backup weapon because they do not care about the Sickle shots in the slightest. So if one gets in your face, expect to become the next Sozin's comment. Also, remember when I said the Sickle is a heat type weapon? Well, 2 modifiers, extreme heat and extreme cold, affect the heat buildup of the Sickle. Or so I'd say, but after testing, these modifiers do the jackest of shit in affecting your gun. Whether this is a bug or not, I don't know. But these modifiers aren't anything worth changing off the gun for if you're that concerned with your meta or whatever the fuck. And I know some divers are asking, what if I have a lot of enemies on me, but don't want to burn a mag, but also don't want to wait for the Sickle to get iced tea, go to a beauty spot, and sigh as loudly as it fucking can? Swap weapons! It'll still cool off when in the tool belt of Destiny, so just pull out your secondary support weapon and blast some of those for a bit. Then just swap back and it'll be ready for more strobe light beams! The Sickle doesn't have any other fire modes. However, it does have 3 first-person aim modes. 25 meters, 50 meters, and 100 meters. But if I'm real with you, forget the first 2 even exist. Just use the 100 meter option. And swap to third person when they get close. Don't try to use a scope with hunters around, unless you're looking for a horror game experience. The Sickle's rapid damage and infinite ammo make it a very nice option with a lot of distances it can cover. Just don't go thinking you're the Doomslayer and charge into a heaviness alone, unless you want to get a PhD in getting your ass kicked. And now you know how to use the Sickle, you're welcome.